can quite a quick one here.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Certainly excited to seeing this one. Strap yourselves in.
Good try.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. TPC Louisiana is a very interesting golf course made on some pretty flat land, Rich.
Absolutely, and this hole shows you exactly what to expect. Second shot to a very tiny green. Tiny greens dotting this entire layout. Hit one close here, and you can expect to make a birdie.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Surely it's going to.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
He's currently tied for second. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season.
Come on, baby, get up there. Nice.
But this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and two.
Oh, what a great stroke.
Nice. Hey.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Time for the 5th shot. Big time play, that one, at the right time too. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. No green in red, but a chance to save their par.
Oh!
Shot.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
And let's have another look at that one.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Now 4 under for the day. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Handy effort, that one. Henny, what's the player facing here?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here.
Going with the 8-iron here. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. That's not the outcome they were after. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for par.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well done.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently in 5th place.
Oh, so close. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
This shot from 120 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck, Will Zalatoris, with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Wow. Well, that shot took some serious skill. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which will make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in two, well, that's a tall order.
The harmony on that swing was awesome.
From around 180 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Going with the 6-iron here. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Yeah. Garbage.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, we'll take that. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Terrible.
7 feet to the cup. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Okay.
And that will move him to 6 under par. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Unable to find the green on this one.
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
Oh, almost went in. Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card.
Looking good so far.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Leading by 3 strokes now. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Nicely done.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
Left yourself an opportunity. Let's get back to it, shall we? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
That's frustrating. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Oh, what a stroke. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
That one. Oh, boy. What are you doing?
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 3.
Nice out the rough here.
Take my bogey.
And he's hit that inside the range. He has this putt to save his par. Oh, just missed.
I didn't turn back.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. This one started out on a good line. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're starting it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement in it.
Great shot. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently leading. And here we are with the third shot. He's got a two-stroke buffer. Good chance to move to 6 under par here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Just didn't drop. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This is a par putt. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back nine. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy-cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Currently -5. Currently in the lead. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That might be one club too many.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Ouch,
Oh,
that hurts.
that sucks.
And that should secure the par on this one.
That's terrible.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
This one is chewing fiber.
Ooh, just skinned the hole, that one. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Good shot there, Beamer.
Terrible. What am I doing?
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
A bit short with that effort.
Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Judging it beautifully.
Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that's too bad. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Way too much.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Putting for a par now. Okay, steady now. This next putt is for bogey. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. In the green, once again, it's got some movement into a high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Opting for the 6 iron.
Jesus, slow, fast, slow, fast.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. Getting ready to play their third. He shares top spot. This part of about 6 feet coming up.
This putt to try and save their par.
And the putt drops now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Luke, who wants it more?
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine.
Kick right. Make it lucky. Yep.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a great shot here at 16 and sets up a chance for birdie. And back to the course with the live action. Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
A chance to move to 5 under par.
Little birdie look in here. This really looks good.
Oh, that was perfect.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Opting for the 5 iron. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Big chance here. Ooh. Well, that's a bit disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole. He sits in first position. The finishing hole at TPC,
another one.
Louisiana, in my opinion, Rich, is a great one because, again, you can have anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in two. However, you got to be careful to, A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
The lines aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Outright first here.
Oh,
A chance to chip in here and snatch the title. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Yes, very.
Well, pack
All
your
right.
bags. We're all done here in New Orleans.
Another
It's time
one.
to head to Bourbon Street. And I'm dying to
Hot
go with the
Street.
winner of this Zurich Classic in New Orleans.
Oh, you better
Hot
believe it. Some
Street.
kind of golfing hat out there this week. The battle down by the bayou this week, Luke, and I got to say, a well-earned victory. Now it's time to go strap on the beads and hit the bayou.
Well, when it comes to performances that they'll remember, that certainly has to be one of them. What a brilliant play today.
Luke, while they've been out on the golf course, I've been cooking. Here, smell this. We've got to eat up. It's some humble pie. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
yeah, one by one, I'll take
Well,
it.
that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
All right. That was a nice quick one. Yeah. I think tonight is going to be awesome. That's it. Another successful win. That's 3 in a row for me. After the major, I'm on hot streak. Fargo, so then another major. So I got one more single. This will be a big day. 4 holes. That's it. See you tonight. Was on.